Good morning. It's Friday morning, March 29th, 2024, and it's time for your morning walk with me, Sophfronia. March Madness is going on right now. Basketball all over the place, especially the women's teams. And this may sound strange, but I've been thinking about how I had that moment. I used to play basketball. Okay, I don't know if that's a shock. I played all throughout junior high and high school, and I actually played for a little while on the JV team in college. And this has me thinking about that moment when I was on my way to practice one day, and I was thinking about all the things I needed to work on for the season. I need to work on my left hand dribble. I need to work on my, the way I could see the offense on the floor. And something stopped me. I was walking across the bridge going to the gym, and something said, "Why? Why do you need to work on these things? Are you even interested in these things? Why do you play basketball?" And I was like, "Oh my goodness. I do it because this is just what I have been doing." I hadn't really thought about whether or not I loved the game in that way, or whether I had the skill or the interest in becoming better than I already was at it. And I stopped playing because there were other things that did have my interest, like theater and writing. And I wanted to have the time to have more of those things in my life. And I think about how many times people get caught up in things like that, doing things because they've just always done them and not really thinking about, well, is this what I want? I talk about this with my son a lot. Like, I encourage him to, like, if he really loves something, to dive all the way in, because we don't do that enough. I had a conversation with a teacher this week, planning on a new type of residency that we might be doing for the MFA, just making that exploration. And he said that one of the reasons that he does this particular program with students is so that they can have this opportunity to think about who they are and what they want. Who am I and what do I want? Right? Two simple yet two very complicated questions. And I think we don't explore them enough because maybe people think it's selfish. Why do I have to think about what I want? Like, shouldn't I be thinking about what the world wants? Right? But you don't have very much to offer the world if you're not being the best that you can be, or if you even don't know what that is. Right? So think about the things that you do in your everyday life. And this may be a ridiculous challenge or seem just totally off the wall, but is there something that you could just say, I need to stop doing this because it's not something I enjoy or have a particular interest in? 4 years ago, we had the pandemic that kind of forced people to stop doing what they were doing. And it gave the glorious opportunity to bring new stuff into our lives. And I think about that now, 4 years later, and I worry that we've put away some of what we learned during that time. We've gone back to doing what we were doing, right? The old ways. And I think that's a loss. That's a sad loss. But anyway, I'm going to keep walking. I'm curious what might come up for you in thinking about this. I hope to go fishing this weekend for the first time. I need to get my fly fishing reel set up. I've tangled it up a little bit. But anyway, we'll talk about that another time. You take care, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.